Stadium here in Miami. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. And trouble trying to middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
In motion left goes a tight end. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Johnson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but they got this one up to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A run with Mostert up the middle. And some room to roam now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Look, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's looking deep for Bell. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get into the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, they get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's dropped underneath for Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On the set.
2 and now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Set, ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw again on second down. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
It's going to be a good day, boys. Come on. Showtime.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
York able to send this one through.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go, Trent. You tell him. Hey, Blue.
Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Watson on first down. This caught out left by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, he's looking deep for Bell. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9. Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Ready up. Right through.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Off of play action, it's Watson. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 47 yards. And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. York now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Browns 17. Dolphins 9.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Red, yellow. Shield, black.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
24-yard gain. First down, Cleveland.
From the 50, it's Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now a first down throw, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Tua. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's Mostert, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This is Mostert, and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A 1st down carry for Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
They've got to give kudos to the offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd man to go with that run.
In motion left, Shepard. Throwing, Jones. That'll be complete to Breida.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, the memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 11.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 16,
Tua.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now receiver in motion left.
Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here we go. 52.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Ready, set. Black Ulster.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Set, ready. Striker, 3-3. Yellow blue. Black blue.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's Hill, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Tua. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just a second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. New York ready to go again offensively. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Jones. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the 3rd down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you up to Orlando to check. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tua going to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Down. Watch out now. 50 series.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
2nd and 6.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Jones on 3rd down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
Gano's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First down, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Check right. Shot 17. Right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua to throw again. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I just know defensively, when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the first down line. Anything underneath, we'll make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that first down gain.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Mostert. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And that gets them a little room as they take this up over the 10-yard line. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Slot man moves right. On third down, Jones looking for Shepard deep. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. One of the tight ends comes in motion.
Jones throwing for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Ah, that's true. You've said that before. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The slot man in motion right. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it.
31 yards on the punt there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Tagovailoa. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And left side here, Wilson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. He could only get a yard after all that. It's second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Set, ready, striker, 3-3.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. A run with Mostert up the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start. He's beating the backfield and goes backwards. Here we go on 4th down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. This defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Watkins. On 1st down, Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. In motion left is Watkins. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And this returnable for Hill. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On play action, here's Tua.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Come on, set. 52 blaster. Start, 17. Black one.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
Now Tua.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Forward. Hey, report.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On third down, here's Dobbins.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over.
2 in the Dolphins offense getting ready to take over once again. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it, and they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll buy some time right. Gets this one to Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
to Mostert.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Ravens ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. So we have reached... Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
From the 29, Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Tied at 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Tua now on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Mostert. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Ready. 62
After the turnover, it's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want to get a pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you get watching a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him up back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
A chance for Waddle on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Mostert. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Slot man moves right.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, and his throw here's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now.
And that'll be checked down to Drake.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And Jackson throwing once more. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll run. It's Drake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Get ready.
Tua going to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jeff Wilson, 36 yards.
And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Jackson on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Forced out, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson on 1st down.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Free kick out of bounds.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic 1st down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Mostert. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Let's go now. 10 cycles. Ready?
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Okay, ready?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Field black.
Now Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Red.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That swung out to Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. On 2nd and goal. Tua toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of